Hey guys, what is up? It is Dan Lags, and welcome back to episode 181 of Constructing Los Angeles. We're back on Xbox 360 today to continue the building of Los Angeles, back from Xbox One, doing the CLD 180 tour video, the recap. So guys, we're back today, and today I'm going to continue to work on the Eclipse Towers for a little bit. Might get to some other stuff as well. I am going to start off the video with a couple of update things that I've been working on. Most notably is the highways. So I've been trying to stress this one-way highway pretty much since I built it. So the more and more I've thought about it, the more and more I realize it's just way too illogical for this city to have a one-lane highway running straight through the middle. So what I've done is I've changed some things. I've kind of put together a little bit of a prototype right here, and I'll explain this to the best of my abilities. So basically what I'm going to be doing right here is I'm going to be creating a two-way highway that has 2 lanes each instead of a 1-lane highway that has 3 lanes. So that's going to be the new plan. So I'll show you. It's kind of something along these lines. Let me just kind of count off here. I think it goes right here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking these what are these things called? These little sidewalks or pathways or whatever that you can walk on, go through the tunnels. They're not 100% necessary. I liked to keep them, but yeah, again, it's another thing that I don't need. It's better for me to make this highway make a little bit more sense. So what I'm doing is I have a median here, which is going to be this line here, and now we're going to have 2 lanes for each one of these highways that are going to be 5 blocks wide. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pretty much perfect, and this is going to run pretty much all the way down through the entire city, guys. So I think this is going to be a good change. A couple of things that this kind of affects, I'll show you real quick. Over here, it changes this exit ramp into an, I guess, a entrance to the highway. So you can kind of come down from the pier and, you know, kind of get onto the highway. So it's still going to be a one-way road here, but it's a one-way getting onto the highway instead of getting off. This side somewhat is left unaffected, I guess. You know, you can still exit onto the Los Angeles desert, and you can still get back onto the highway from the desert, since the desert is a dead end. But the thing is, you can't get back on heading that direction. You can only get back on heading this direction, which is fine. I have no problem with that. What else does this affect? Also, another thing that it affects is I can actually add an exit ramp and an entrance ramp, I guess, as well, back onto the highway as well. If we fly all the way down towards the theater in downtown Los Angeles, and come all the way down here to the south, right? We have this ramp here, this exit ramp, which, you know, you would normally get off here, and that's all, you know, fine and dandy. And then right here would be an entrance ramp back onto the highway if you're heading north. So I'm probably going to build a ramp here at some point, not today, but once I get this highway kind of settled and figured out, which I think I'll finally have it, you know, at a good point once I get this all changed. So it's not too bad of a fix. I basically just have to rip up the median lines and just replace them, and then get rid of the, I guess, the sidewalk. So it's not too bad. It sounds like a lot of work, but it's not, because I have a mod of controllers, so it shouldn't be too bad. I should be able to finish in like one night, hopefully. So that should be done by next episode, depending if I work on it or not. I mean, it'll get done eventually, so it'll be pretty quick. It'll be high on the priority list, I guess I should say. But anyway, getting back to Eclipse Towers, guys. Again, this is another thing I've made a pretty good amount of progress on. This has pretty much been the only thing I've been working on. I really wish it would load in. You know, that's one of the things about Xbox One, is the vertical chunk loading is pretty awful. But, you know, that's fine. You know, we don't need to load up all the way up. There's nothing up there anyway yet, but eventually there's going to be stuff up there and it needs to load. So, basically, this is the foyer. I showed this last episode, but I also added these little corridors here, so you can kind of come through. It splits off the foyer, or the entrance. I should stop saying foyer. That's not what this is called. It splits off the little front entrance here, the lobby. And obviously the elevator is still here, which takes you all the way up. And then we have these sitting areas, which I'm going to keep. I'm going to move the reception desk here in front of this little wall here, which is the elevator. And I'm just going to leave these walls blank. I'll probably put maybe a painting on there or something like that. Again, the elevators from the garages are right on the other side of those walls, so they need to be kept kind of like unchanged. But let me show you guys another thing that I did, which I think is cool. This is the staircase, and I like this a lot. This used to be a fireplace. Basically, you walk in and you go around this corner. And this staircase is perfect. It works all the way up to the top level of Eclipse, and it connects really nicely to each level of the thing. So as you can see, this comes up to the first level right here, which also connects nicely to the elevator shaft, which, as you can see, goes down, and it goes all the way up. That's right, I did the entire elevator shaft, so you can pretty much just take this thing all the way up to every single level, and you'll be absolutely perfect. So the lobbies of each floor are looking really nice. As you can see, I put a glass wall on each one of these staircases, and just like the elevators, they go all the way up to the top. As you can see, you can't really get like a view all the way through, but I can assure you these go all the way up to the top. I've added the elevator shafts for the entire building, so now it's really just down to kind of just putting in the rooms and stuff like that. So what I've done, I've actually made these identical. So this is the original one that we built, and we were working on this a little bit off camera, or on last episode. And over here is the second one, which is absolutely identical on both sides. It's basically just a mirror image, which is pretty nice. And if you want to come down here, there's actually an elevator shaft. That's not the right way to go. There's an elevator shaft over here, which leads down to the garage as well. And again, this is another one of the elevator shafts that connects all the way up to the top level. If you just drop down right here, boom, here's the second garage. As you can see, they connect right over there. So I think the symmetry of this place is pretty good right now. I think it's coming together pretty nicely. So what I want to do on this episode is I actually want to come outside for a second. And I just want to work on some of the small details of the exterior that I haven't done yet. So we're going to do that today for a little bit. And then I have some other things planned as well. But first I need to take a flight up to the top of Eclipse. I need to get a little bit of inspiration from the top. And I swear, this thing just keeps loading in. I never know when the ceiling is. Here we go. Okay, so basically these things right here are pretty nice. I like these. And I want to build something kind of similar on the lower level. So what I'm going to do... Look, this isn't even loading in. Come on. Come on, game. Come on. Work with me a little bit. Okay, so let me see here. Let me go ahead and grab the blocks I'm going to need. So I'm going to need some iron blocks. I'm going to need some chiseled quartz blocks. And I need these railroads here. And what else do I need? Yes, I definitely need some of these daylight sensors, if I can find what those are. Here we go. I think that's pretty much good. Maybe even some anvils as well. I'm not going to take these huge boxes because they're not going to fit. But look at that. It's not even loaded in. If I drop right back down to here, basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip up this entire level here of this stone. I'm going to replace it with some gravel. And then I'm going to put, I guess, like these little like power stuff and radiators on top of that. So, yeah, I should probably get out some swiftness for this. I already have the modded controller on, so that's fine. And I'm just going to rip this up. I'm going to put a lining underneath of it because we're going to need to do that. And then we'll be pretty much good to go. So while I'm doing this, guys, I'm going to answer today's question of the day. So today's question of the day is from Braden Strudwick Jarvis, which is a very fancy name there you have, buddy. And the question is, how many people in your personal life know about your YouTube channel? So I can't remember if I answered this question or not before. Most of you guys do a pretty good job. I feel like we have some like unofficial moderators in the chat. Or in the, not in the chat, I've been streaming a lot, sorry, in the YouTube comments that are like telling people, you know, if someone writes a question that's already been answered, they respond saying answered, which is really helpful because I'm sure that kind of helps people not ask the same questions every time. So that's great, but I can't remember if I've answered this question before. I might have answered it, but maybe not on a question of the day. But basically, as far as, you know, in my personal life, how many of my like friends and family members know about it, quite a few of them do, I would say. All my best friends know about it. You know, all the friends that you guys see in my videos and stuff like that obviously know about it. I would say like casual friends that like I know from like college or stuff like that I just kind of like talk to like not too often. They don't really know a whole lot, but all my personal friends know. All my family members know, like in my immediate family. Like my cousins don't really know that much. Even though I think I think one of my cousins actually found my channel. You know, without me telling him, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, as far as in my personal life, pretty much all my personal people that like, you know, I communicate with all the time, you know, they know about my channel. But as far as like, you know, just people that I like, I don't like go up to someone and be like, oh, hey, what's up? My name's Dan. Oh, by the way, I have a YouTube channel. Like, no, I don't do that. Like, that's, you'd have to like, you have to get to know me pretty well in real life for you to like, you know, find out that I had a YouTube channel, like before I'd actually like mention it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, as far as personal life goes, though, like pretty much everybody that you know that I'm close to knows about my channel, and for the most part, they're pretty supportive. You know, my parents are pretty supportive about it. They think it's pretty cool that I do it, so that's fine with me. You know, if they thought I was some sort of castaway for doing this, then that would make me a little bit sad. But they're pretty supportive about it. Yeah, like pretty much everybody knows. So, and all my friends are, you know, they really like it too. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good deal. You know, I don't have any, none of my family members are looking down at me like, ooh, you failure in life. You're just making games and playing games all day long. It's like, you know what I mean? So, Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's a good deal. Yeah, but most of my people in my personal life know about my channel, no doubt about it. But again, thank you for that question, Braden Strudwick Jarvis. I like saying your name because it's freaking awesome. I wish I had a name like that. So another question of the day. This is not. I'm not going to answer this question, but I just stumbled upon it in the comments, and I was just like, that is a very, very bizarre question. So our second unofficial question of the day for this video is from AwesomeGamer77, and the question is, what would you do if you were stuck in a car underwater? So when I first saw this question, I was like, that is a really good question, because that is a very unique question. You know, I'm going through the comments, I'm seeing questions like, you know, if you could bring one build in Minecraft to real life, what would it be? Or, you know, what's one thing you'd change about your channel? Stuff I've answered before, you know, generic questions like that, right? And then I see this question, and I'm like, this guy, you know, he's just, this guy is coming to play today. He's thought of a creative question, and even though it's a little bit weird, you know, it's still, nevertheless, it's something that no one's asked before, so you got to give him a little bit of credit. You know, we praise creativity here on this channel, guys. This channel is based off creativity, and that right there is a pretty creative comment, question of the day. So even though I'm not going to answer that one, you know, that is a good, solid question of the day. You know what? You know, I'll humor you. All right, I'll humor you, Awesome Gamer, because I like this question. I don't know why I like it, but I like it. So I'm going to answer this question for you. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. So what would you do if you were stuck in a car underwater? The funny thing about this is, I was actually watching a Mythbusters on this like 3 days ago. I never watched Mythbusters, but it was Memorial Day, and like we had like relatives over my house, and we were just like flipping through the channels after we came inside, and well, we ended up watching National Treasure, which is like the greatest movie of all time. Just letting you guys know. But no, we were watching Mythbusters for a little bit, and they were doing a little thing about like if you'd be able to survive if your car, you know, was underwater. And I gotta say, it looked pretty tough. You know, the guy was pretty discombobulated in there. I don't think I would have lived, but what I would probably do was, I'd you know, hold my breath, try to find the way out of the car. I don't know how to do it. I hope I never go into this situation, but yeah, I would just, you know, I would learn water breathing skills or something like that. I'd drink a potion of water breathing or something. Did they even have those in Minecraft? I don't know. I'd put on a water breathing respiration helmet, a gold helmet like in Survival Island, and I'd be good to go. But I gotta say, Awesome Gamer 77, one of the more interesting questions we've ever seen in the comments. Kudos to you, man. But anyway, guys, getting back to what I'm doing here, I already laid down the I guess the first layer here, and now I'm putting in this gravel. This is going to be a good mix-up block. I really like gravel in the City Texture Pack. I think it looks fantastic. So the more I can use it, the better. This is a good use for it. I also checked on the Eclipse Tower in GTA, and there actually is kind of like a little bed of gravel. It's not gravel, I'd say, but it's like kind of a sandy block that looks similar to this. So this is pretty much perfect for what I'm looking for. So yeah, this is great. And by the way, these orange, like, I guess, walls are going to be going all the way up through the whole thing. I think once I have the first layer of the prototype pretty much squared away and figured out, like all furnished and everything like that, and I already have it all, the floor plan figured out and things like that. I just need to furnish it. But once I have the first layers, you know, obviously figured out, then it's going to just be all about copy and pasting all the way up to the top. And that's not going to be too bad, because what I plan on doing is I'm going to do a little fancy trick that I'm going to, you know, implement. And that's going to be kind of just knocking through the floors and just kind of building it all, like, together, like not one by one. I'm going to go all the way through, you know, with each one. So that's probably going to be a good way to do that. So I'll probably be working on that pretty soon. I also added this little layer of slabs here to make the each one of the, I guess, you know, outstanding pillar here's things. I don't even know what to call these. These little shelves, I guess. They're a little bit thicker, so that's cool. But anyway, now that we have this gravel bed down, what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create some of these radiators here. So I'm going to make this, I guess, 2 blocks tall. Make it a 2x3. And I'll connect this like that. And I'll take this down and connect it like that. And I got to turn off the modding because I don't want to break blocks that I do not want to break. Okay, and then we're going to go like this. Wait, no, that's not right. We're going to go like that. There we go. And I can also connect this with a... There we go. That looks good. Alright, so we're going to put one of those on each side. We'll probably connect them a little bit better. This is 2 blocks away. So right here. Oops. I actually forgot to fill in the gravel on this side. Let me do that real quick. So run all the way down to right there. Should I fill in this little hole here, this little nook, with some gravel? that might be wise. Yeah, I'll do that. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so let's just put down that block. Doesn't matter what block's underneath of it, to be honest. We'll do the same thing on the other side real quick. Okay, so right here. And we're going to place this right there and right there. Okay. So as far as the towers go, I don't want to make any promises, but I'm probably going to do a little bit of live streaming on this tower when I'm building it pretty soon. Not sure when, though. I'll let you guys know if I do it. I said do. That's immature of me to say that. Anyway, yeah, but that's probably something I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of streaming on CLD. I like to stream CLD. It's pretty fun in the couple of times that I've done it. So I'd like to do it more as much as I can. So I'll probably do a little bit of streaming on this world soon. Not sure when I'm going to do it because I know schedule is very, very volatile. So I don't know when it's going to happen. But it'll happen eventually, and it'll be pretty cool. So hopefully I'll inform you guys if I do decide to go live with a little video notification. So don't worry about missing it unless you're busy, of course. But that's fine. Okay, so if you're busy, then you're busy. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to take this across here. I'm going to connect this like that. This is like pretty good right now. This is pretty much exactly what I'm looking for with this. And that gravel looks nice compared to this stone. I like that. So let's add another one of these radiator things in the middle. I'm going to put one right here. Go 3 blocks like that. And that's kind of the center here. So if we jump 3 blocks here and then 3 blocks here, we're going to place another one right here. 3 by 2. Like that. Okay, and now what we can do is probably connect these here like this, and then we can connect theirs to the middle, and then we could probably go like that and take this out like 3 and then cut it across. Is that right? It looks pretty good. Okay, and then we're gonna add our same things up here. So I might actually do something like this for these just to make them a little bit different. Should I place that there as well? Yeah. And then let's see, we're gonna put that right there and that right there. Wait, that doesn't look right. Yeah, that's not right. This needs to be coming out 1 extra block here. So to there, and then we can place that there. And then right here, I'll probably put an extra anvil here and an extra anvil here. I'm gonna run some daylight sensors. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna put daylight sensors here in the middle. So we'll go, let's see, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. That's perfect. So I'll run some daylight sensors right there, 4 blocks away from each side. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. There we go. And now we're gonna grab some cobblestone walls and some redstone torches. I'm gonna place a, oops, that's not the one I want. 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then 1 2 3 4. There we go. How's this looking? Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for right there. So that's pretty damn good. Let's go ahead and copy and paste that to the other side. Okay, everybody. So I added the little packs of air conditioner vents and radiators on both sides above the gravel. I think that looks pretty good. Really nice addition to these Eclipse towers. Just adding more and more detail to these places. Again, I'm only doing one at a time, so I'm only going to do them on this one for now until this building is completely done. And then I'm just going to swing over to this side and then do this whole thing. So, again, it's definitely going to be a little bittersweet feeling when I get one tower completely finished, furnished, and all that stuff. And then I have to realize that there's another one just to the right of it that is completely hollow. But that's okay. You know, we're going to get this whole thing done, guys. This is the major project I'm working on right now. And then I promise we'll get to figuring out what the hell we're going to do with the plaza. So, guys, thanks for watching. It's been DanLax. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like and leave your question of the day submissions in the comment section below. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.